JJ Vlogs here. Today I am making my predictions for the NFL 2019 season. So we're starting off with the Pittsburgh Steelers, week 1 versus the New England Patriots. It's gonna be a good game. I think Patriots will pull it off. Seattle, Pittsburgh. Good game again. Pittsburgh wins it. Pittsburgh at 49ers. Pittsburgh wins again. Bengals at Steelers. Good game, but I think Pittsburgh will win it. Now, in this game, it's a rivalry game, so we don't know how it will go. And without Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell, Bengals would win it. Chargers easily win. Pittsburgh against Miami would win. Colts versus Pittsburgh. Interesting game. Colts would win. Rams easy win. Okay, Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Cleveland. Heck of a team adding, and Alright, Pittsburgh at Bengals. Again, it's a good game. I think Pittsburgh would win it. Alright, Cleveland at Pittsburgh. It's going to be a good game. I think Cleveland would sweep the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cardinals at Pittsburgh. Well, Pittsburgh at Cardinals. Pittsburgh would win, obviously. Okay, so the Bills, they are an underrated team this year. Their defense is a monster, which will slow down the Steelers. Buffalo winning. I don't want to get blown up for that. Pittsburgh at Jets. Okay. It's going to get in the Steelers' mind. Le'Veon Bell's going to crush them. Jets win. Pittsburgh at... Okay. I have them losing week 17. Finishing with a record of 6-10. Next up, Browns. Alright, the Browns are a tough team this year. Alright, week 1 versus Tennessee. Tough team. Tennessee's gonna win. Alright, that's an easy win for the Cleveland Browns versus the Jets. LA's gonna win that game easily versus the Browns. Browns versus Ravens. Let's go with the Ravens. Alright, Cleveland, San Fran. Cleveland's gonna win. Seattle at Cleveland. Seattle. Okay. So this is gonna be a good game, interesting. It's gonna be an interesting game. I think New England's gonna win it though. Denver, Cleveland, Cleveland. Buffalo, Cleveland. Cleveland again. Miami, Cleveland. Cleveland. Yeah. Cincinnati at Cleveland. Cleveland will win. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. Cleveland. So I'm going 8-0 in the final stretch, finishing 11-5. Alright, Ravens now. Ravens at Miami. Miami, tough team to beat at home, especially in the beginning of the season. They're gonna lose there. Cardinals easily win versus Cardinals. Lose versus the Chiefs. Win, lose, win. So Houston versus Ravens. Interesting. Houston. So Ravens at Rams. Rams would win that. Okay. San Fran, easy win. Easy win again versus Buffalo, and the Jets, easy win. Side the Ravens finishing 10-6. Interesting record. So a few games could go either way. Bengals. I've been losing against Seattle. I've been winning against San Fran. Winning against the Buffalo Bills. Winning against Arizona. And Jacksonville. Interesting team. They're going to have a new quarterback. I think Jags can pull it off this year. LA and London. LA's going to win. Okay. This is an interesting game. Oakland's going to win it. Alright. Bengals win against the Jets. New England Patriots win against the Bengals. And Cincinnati wins versus Miami. They finished with a, wait a minute, that's 5-11 record. Worst team in the league, the division. So that's Division 1 down. So now we're on to Titans. Titans are interesting. I think we're going to win against the Colts, the Jaguars, and Atlanta, and also Buffalo, Tennessee. They're going to win against the Broncos. They're going to get off to a 6-0 start, but that's all going to change when they play the Lakers. They're going to lose their first game there. Win versus Tampa. Lose to the Panthers. Lose to the Chiefs. Wins versus the Jags. Loses to the Colts. Wins versus the Raiders. Wins versus loses to the Texans. Loses to the Saints and loses to the Texans. I have them finishing 9-7. Texans. They're hard won at the beginning of the season, so 0-3 to start. Carolina, Houston. Houston versus Kansas City. Houston versus Colts. Houston versus Raiders. Houston versus Jags. Houston. Alright, sorry for that. Alright, so this is an interesting game. I think Houston will lose, actually. Win, 12-4 the record. Alright, Jaguars loses versus Kansas City in week 1. Win, lose. So then they're gonna win. Jets 5-5. That's pretty. Win against the Colts. Win against Tampa Bay. Lose against the Lakers. Win against Raiders. Win against Atlanta and lose against the Colts. 9-7. Alright, the Colts. Win, lose, win, lose. Win. 10-6. Their record. 2 divisions done. Alright, next, the New England Patriots. They're gonna win. I think they're gonna start off the season 8-0. Alright, then they're gonna. This is a tough game right here versus the Eagles. I'm gonna come back to that game. I don't know. Dallas, Patriots win. Patriots win. Then they're gonna lose 2 games in a row. 13-2. Their record right now. I don't know. The Eagles, they're gonna be tough on offense, but you know Carson Wentz might get hurt. But Tom Brady, good. I think tie. Definitely a tie there. 3, 13, 2 and 1. Definitely. Okay, Miami Dolphins. I think they're gonna start off great. They have a new quarterback, even. Alright, then here's where their toughness starts. I think they're gonna. But the Giants, they're gonna finish 9 and 7. Alright, the Bills now. Bills went to the playoffs in 2017, but 2018 was their best season. Okay, this game can go either way. Le'Veon Bell can have a monster game, but the Bills' defense is just amazing. So, Jets are gonna win, I think. Bills would win against the Giants. Eagles would win against Buffalo. I think Washington would win versus Buffalo. Buffalo would win against Denver, lose against Dallas, and win against the Jets, finishing 6 and 10. And then Jets, they have Le'Veon Bell. I don't think it's gonna do too much for them because they're not a great team. They're still young. They're gonna finish 5 and 11. They're an interesting team. But alright, Kansas City and Mahomes MVP year last year. I think we're gonna get off to the usual start instead of losing against Houston. But overall, then they're gonna lose to the Lakers. They're gonna beat the Raiders. Gonna beat Denver, Chicago, and then lose against the Lakers to finish 12 and 4. Alright, Chargers. Win against Detroit. Win versus Denver. Alright, this is gonna be an upset. Chicago win. Green Bay and Lakers. I mean Chargers, I think. Okay. Green Bay, you don't know. Aaron Rodgers didn't have the greatest season last season, but I think the Lakers can pull it off. Same in Week 10 versus the Raiders. And then they're going to go on a losing streak. They're going to win. They're going to lose to Minnesota. They're going to win against the Raiders to finish 12 and 4. And Oakland, they have a tough schedule. They're going to win Week 1 versus Denver. Then I think it's going to be an upset versus Minnesota. An upset in London versus Chicago. An upset again in Green Bay. And then they're going to lose to Detroit. And they're going to beat the Denver Broncos to finish 6 and 10. Alright, see now the Denver Broncos are interesting. I don't think they're going to have the best season. 2 and 14. Actually, I'm going to change the Bills record right now to 5 and 11, and the Denver Broncos 3 and 13. Alright, we're moving on to the NFC. Starting off with the Bears. Alright, tough versus Green Bay. They're gonna lose. Win to Washington. Win to Minnesota. Lose to the Saints. Lose to the Eagles. Win in Detroit. Well, versus Detroit. They're gonna win against the Rams because the Rams don't do good against them. They're gonna lose to the Giants. No, they're gonna beat the Giants. They're gonna beat Detroit. They're gonna lose to Dallas. They're gonna win versus Green Bay. Sorry. And they're gonna win. They're gonna lose to Minnesota, finishing 9 and 7. Right, Minnesota Vikings. They're gonna get off to a good start. The Eagles are gonna lose to the Minnesota Vikings to get revenge. I think. Minnesota would win versus Detroit, Washington, Dallas, Seattle. That's going to be close. I think Minnesota can pull it off. Minnesota can easily win in Detroit. Well, they're going to lose. They're going to win at home, actually. And then Green Bay. Green Bay's going to win. Alright, Green Bay Packers. Alright, this is a tough game right here. I think Green Bay can pull it off, though. Dallas can pull it off. Detroit, they're going to lose. Panthers going to lose to Green Bay Packers. San Fran, they're going to win. Green Bay's going to win versus San Fran. They're going to win versus the Giants, the Washington Redskins, and the Green Bay Packers to finish the season at 10-6. Alright, the Detroit Lions. They're going to win. No, they're going to lose to Arizona and Philly. And they're going to lose to the Giants. And they're going to win versus the Cowboys. Win versus Washington. Win versus Tampa Bay. To finish 4-12. New Orleans Saints, interesting team. They're going to get their revenge on the Rams. They're going to lose to Seattle, actually. No, beat Seattle. Right. Saints struggled against the Cowboys last year. They're going to win. Win, 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 lose, win, and lose. And I'm going to change a few things. Lose to Dallas and lose to the Colts. No, not the Colts. I think they're going to lose. I think they're going to finish 14-2. Alright, Carolina Panthers. That's a tough game. LA would win. Panthers. Tampa Bay and Arizona. Easy win versus Tampa Bay. Easy win versus San Francisco. Oof. Atlanta can win. I just think they're going to win out. Besides versus the Colts. Finishing 9-7. Falcons. Alright. They want revenge on the Eagles. I don't think they're going to get it. Right. Arizona. They're going to win there. They're going to lose to the Rams in Seattle. And then they're going to lose to Tampa. No, they're going to beat Tampa. They're going to beat San Fran. And they're going to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to finish 5-11. Right, Tampa Bay. Win versus San Fran. Win versus the Giants. Lose to the Rams. Lose to Seattle. Lose to Arizona. And finish 2-14. Philadelphia Eagles. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Easy win for the Eagles there in week 1 versus Washington. Lose to Dallas. And I think they're going to split Dallas. 1 win, 1 loss. I think they're going to win in Seattle. Win there. Well, not there, but they're going to win to the Giants, to the Redskins. They're going to beat the Giants again. And they're going to finish 12-3-1. With time in the New England Patriots. Alright, the Cowboys. Interesting team. I think we're going to start the season at 2-0. We're going to finish the season at... So the Rams versus Cowboys, I think the Rams will pull that game off easily. Alright. Interesting game. Dallas versus Washington. Rivalry game. Washington wins. Okay. So, Redskins Very interesting team. They're gonna lose the Giants, I think. I think they are gonna finish three. Wait a minute, I skipped a game. Alright, they're gonna finish 4-12. Definitely. Alright, New York Giants, interesting team. They're gonna. I don't know who's starting at quarterback, so it's gonna be tough to determine. But if Daniel Jones is in there, I will. As soon as they make an announcement, I will do another video on the Giants because I don't know who's starting at quarterback there. And also, I will do another video for Tampa Bay too because I don't know who's starting there. Yeah. So Giants finished 3-13. All right, on to the final division. Rams. It's gonna be obvious what they finish. They're gonna finish 12-4. Alright, Cardinals, 4-8. Gonna struggle here, finishing 5-10, which makes I think they skipped a few games. Alright, Seattle. Alright, sorry, San Fran fans, you're gonna finish 1-15. Alright, on to the playoffs, I guess. In the wild card, we have a lot of teams here. Alright. So we have Browns at Chiefs. Well, Chiefs at Browns. Chiefs are gonna win. Alright. Houston, Colts. Interesting game. Colts win. Once again, interesting game there. I think the Vikings are gonna win. Rams easily win that game. Alright. Rams versus Eagles. So the Eagles are the worst team in this case, but the records are pretty close. So tough game to decide. Game's gonna be close. But looking at the Eagles' record versus the Rams, I think the Eagles would win. Saints would win. Patriots would win that game versus the Chiefs. Chargers would win versus Texans onto the championship. Saints would win versus the Eagles, I think. Patriots would win, go into the Super Bowl. Ultimate Super Bowl prediction. Saints win the Super Bowl. I think they can pull it off. I'm not a Saints fan, by the way. Not a Saints fan. You think that's going to be most realistic scenario? The Eagles, I think they're going to do good. Worst team, probably San Fran. They're not going to have the best year. It's going to be looking like one of the worst teams in the NFL. So yeah. Hopefully, if you have any disagreements, feel free to leave a comment on what you disagree with, any record, or any wins you want me to change. I will be sure to make a video on it. And real quick, let's go to my next video. I'm going to be taking a look at the MLB standings right now. Let me do current standings. Let's take a look at this real quick. Whatever loads. Alright, so if the season was to end today, this is what it would look like. Wild card. Alright. So this is if the season ended today. today. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. This is going to be my next video I'm filming right after.